No Lukaku? No problem. We are top of the league. Technically. All right, we're second. We're second. All right, but join first. Same amount of points and everything. It's just bloody head to head, honestly. How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Life After Lukaku, your favourite Inter Milan Football Manager series on YouTube. Just quickly, apologies for the slight delay between last episode and this episode. I got absolutely sidelined by a horrendous cold this week, and it was I couldn't speak. I lost my voice. It wasn't fun. But of course, if you are happy to see the return of the series, then make sure you drop a like on the video and hit subscribe while you're down there as well. We're closing on 200 subscribers, which is mental. So let's keep that going. Let's try and hit that target as quickly as possible. So as you can see, life at Inter Milan has been going swimmingly 11 games into the season. 10 wins, just that one defeat to Juventus, who are above us because of head-to-head. I hate head-to-head. But we do have a superior goal difference, though. 33 goals scored and only just a 5 conceded. We are a team that are on absolute flames right now. So the last time you saw us was obviously that triple header against Juventus, Milan and Salzburg, and since then it has been nothing but wins. We have been absolutely fantastic in this league campaign so far. 3-0 win against Atalanta at home, followed up quickly by a really impressive away win at Napoli. Milan Skriniar scoring the 86th minute to win it for us. You do love to see it. A pretty comfortable 2-0 win against Dinamo Kyiev as well. Donny van der Beek getting on the score sheet along with Andrea Pepetti. I mean, we did leave it late. I say comfortable. We left it late, last 10 minutes of the game, before we get the decisive goals in that one. And followed up by that was a 3-0 win at home to Spezia, a 2-0 win away at Fiorentina, and a 3-1 win at home to Sampdoria. Edin Dzeko getting amongst the goals. There's a reason Edin Dzeko has been scoring quite a lot of goals recently. We've had somewhat of a mini injury crisis. So as you're aware, Joaquin Correa has obviously been sidelined with a broken ankle, so he's obviously been out for a long time, not been available to us. But Andrea Bellotti, as you can see here, has suffered a pulled groin, and he missed the last couple of games through injury, as did Lautaro Martinez, who is currently recovering from a dislocated shoulder. He's on the bench just to sort of fill out the numbers, but he's not going to be back available for us for around 2 to 4 weeks, which is problematic because he was really good for us. 5 goals in 6 appearances in total in the league, and 6 in 8 in all competitions. He's been a bit of a miss. I mean, I say a miss, to be fair. Like, Edin Dzeko has been absolutely fantastic. 5 goals in 11 appearances so far in the league. Obviously 5 starts and 6 come off the bench, but he's been brilliant. 3-2 in the Champions League as well. Like, he's getting on a bit, is Edin Dzeko, but he is as that target forward, he's proven to be a real handful for defenders, and they just can't really seem to deal with him. Another notable injury we've also had is one to Stefan de Vrij. I think that's right. Again, still haven't learned it. I really need to. He's got sprained knee ligaments, and he's going to be out for another 4 weeks at most. He's been a bit of a miss as well. But I have to say, shout out to Andrea Pepetti, who has stepped into that role and has been doing really, really well for us. He started the last few games, and he's improving. The arrows are there. He's improving. He's getting better, which is kind of what we brought him in for. Didn't expect to play him as much as I have done already by this point this season, but he's filled in that role really, really well for de Vrij. The injury crisis up front, especially to Bellotti and Martinez, meant I had to play Martin Satriano up front for a few games. He's not really done anything. He's made 2 starts and 1 sub appearance. He's got a 6.77 average rating. We might have to try and find another striker in January just to sort of cover things, because with Correa out, it's a bit of a problem. So today then we'll be bringing you the home tie in the Champions League against Dinamo Kiev, followed up by a really tricky away tie to Lazio. Now, between me and you viewers, I am not a big fan of Lazio. They've hurt me very recently. They may have beaten my West Ham team in the Europa League final in my previous stream. It happened the other day. I'm still not over it. Which, of course, reminds me, good opportunity to plug the Twitch as always. If you're not already following me on Twitch, the link is down in the description. We are about to enter Season 2 of my West Ham save. And, yeah, we're in the Champions League. We finished 3rd. Didn't win the Europa League. I'm still furious about it. Also, follow me on Twitter because, you know, we're over 500 followers on Twitter now. I want to try and hit 1,000. Let's make it happen. Right, then, enough plugging of myself. Let's get into... That's a weird thing to say. Let's get into the first game of the episode against Dinamo Kiev. Things you absolutely love to see, viewers. Stefano Sensi, October Player of the Month in Serie A. And I have to say, this man has been absolutely outstanding for me. 4 appearances, 4 assists, 1 goal. Poor Donny van der Beek. He's going to struggle to get into that midfield alongside Nicolo Barella. Stefano Sensi is very much my main man next to Barella in that midfield too. But like I said, he has been absolutely exceptional. I mean, some of his physical attributes are not that great, like his jumping reach is poor, not great natural fitness, or he's not very strong either. But his technical and mental attributes are fantastic, and he has been a real surprise package for me this season. As you can see with the new Data Hub feature in Stefano Sensi's player report section, you can just see his general performance this season has been outstanding, performing well above average in almost every area. Right then, going into the Kiev game, this is going to be the team we're going to go with. I've had to make some rotations just because I think we've already made such a good start to our Champions League group, we can afford to take some of our more regular starters out of the equation. I had to keep with Bellotti and Dzeko up top just because I've got no other strikers available to me. The midfield trio I'm going to use for this game is Hakan, Gagliardini and Vidal. I think for the game against Lazio, I'm probably going to play Van der Beek as a 10 and bring Sensi and Barella into that midfield too. Matteo Darmian also comes in alongside Kolarov and Ranocchia at the back as well. So still be enough quality in there to get past Dinamo Kiev and add another 3 points to our already impressive Champions League campaign. So without further ado, let's get into the game. Definitely think another striker is needed in January. Not necessarily like an already first team quality type striker. I think maybe a bit of a wonder kid. Someone we can sort of be happy to sit on the bench for the start of the season. As Belotti goes close there, would have been a perfect start for us. But yeah, if you've got any suggestions of young, cheap, up-and-coming wonder kid strikers that I should be looking at to bring in January, then please do get in the comment section and let me know, because, you know, I'm going to be doing some scouting anyway, but always interested to hear suggestions from you guys. So get in the comment section and let me know. As we are 20 minutes into the game here, and we've got to throw in on that left-hand side Robin Gosens, who I must say has been fantastic since coming in. He's doing exactly what I wanted him to do since signing him. As his cross finds Belotti into Vidal. Lovely worked over to Matteo Darmian, who hits the side netting, and well, would Dumfries have scored? I probably would have backed him too. It's a poor finish from Darmian, but you have plenty of space and time to get a shot on target, and to not even test the goalkeeper is disappointing. But we're carrying on here as Darmian's cross. Dzeko goes down. Referee, thank you very much. That's a penalty. If it's not a penalty now, it is going to look very awkward. I mean, Dzeko's a big lad. He wouldn't go down that easily, surely. Right, it is a penalty indeed. VAR has confirmed it, and who is actually stepping up for this one? It is Arturo Vidal. The experienced Arturo Vidal should be able to stick this away, but he doesn't. It's a pretty poor penalty, saved by the goalkeeper. Kiev's still trying to get it clear, and they do. Oh, Arturo Vidal. I picked him up as well, and he goes and misses. It's just, thanks, Arturo, mugging me right off there. I mean, Kiev are a poor team. They haven't even got a single point so far in the Champions League. So if we don't go away with a win in this one, it's going to be massively disappointing. So hopefully we can get the job done. Put the disappointing penalties behind us and go out there and try and get that goal. As Pepe hits the post and there's no one there to turn it in. How are we not ahead in this game so far? Given the scoreline in the XG graph, I'll say that's a bit of a joke. Look, I'm going to say to the guys, don't panic, don't lose faith. We create a lot of chances. Just, keep plugging away and the goal, I'm sure, will come. With Belotti and Dzeko up front, something's got to give eventually. I mean, the match stats, 23 shots. As Belotti has now got a groin strain. Now, that is an issue for me. I don't have any other strikers on the bench. It's becoming somewhat... I used the word injury crisis at the start of the episode. It's very much starting to feel that way, it has to be said. I think the thing we're going to have to do then, we'll get Belotti off. And I guess something like this, maybe? Do you know what? We're going to put Hakan as a shadow striker, Van der Beek as an attacking advanced playmaker, and Dzeko's just going to have to be a target forward on attack, I suppose. But yeah, not ideal in the slightest. So we've got Dzeko up there by himself as well. I think one of the things we are going to have to try and do, get crosses into the box a little bit earlier and go a little bit more direct as well. Try and get it onto the head of Edin Dzeko. And now it's Kiev with some possession for the first time in the game, but Robin Gosens does excellently to win it back. Here is Hakan Çalhanoğlu into Gagliardini. And can we get a shot out from this situation here? As it's worked out wide to Darmian. He's got plenty of time to get the cross in. I don't know why he's not doing it so far. He's now got the ball in. Dzeko is there and it's not on target. Oh, I don't like where this is going. Here we go again. Gagliardini all the way back to Ranocchia. It's an interesting pass. It finds Vidal. Is he going to try and get a shot off? It worked again out to Darmian. Now cross it. Early crosses. It's not an early cross. I don't know what he's doing. Vidal. Gagliardini. It's taken a deflection. It's a little fortunate, but we deserve that bit of luck. It's 1-0 to Inter. Finally. We've had those games. We've had those games where we absolutely dominate an opponent and the ball, for whatever reason, will not end up in the back of the net. But if we're going to get a goal for a deflected shot, I'll absolutely take it, because I'd rather that than, be sat here disappointed with a 0-0 at the end of the game. Great finish. I mean, well, it would have been a great finish had it not been for the deflection, but the technique to get the shot from Gagliardini there, very, very good. Okay, another ball over the top here for Hakan Çalhanoğlu, playing that shadow striker role. It goes back to Gosens. Does he fancy a shot? It's gone back to Hakan. Vidal on the edge of the box. Lovely play this from Inter Milan. It has to be said. Someone needs to get a shot off, as Darmian does, and it's blocked. And it goes out for a throw-in. Just looking at the team thinking, is there any more changes we can realistically make? I mean, Ranocchia's not having a great game, but I think we've made so many changes. And the people on the bench... Oh my God, it's a fantastic strike from Gagliardini. It hits the crossbar. I was about to say the people we have on the bench are using my first team starters. I mean, I could bring Dzeko off and maybe go strikerless, I suppose, but I don't think there's a need to. Dzeko's just going to have to try and play the next game for us, I think. Although we could give the young lad a start next to in the next game. We'll have to wait and see how this one goes. I mean, 36 shots in a single game, only 16 on target, and only 1 goal scored is not exceptional from us, it has to be said. But at the end of the day, the 3 points are the most important thing. We sit there on maximum points after 4 games. You got to be happy with that. Did Liverpool lose their game, by the way? Liverpool drew 0-0 with Salzburg, so we are now comfortably 5 points clear of them with 2 games left in the group, which means, I think we play Liverpool away last game of the group. If we can go into that game already knowing that we'll finish top of the group no matter what happens, that's a fantastic position to be in. But solid win from everyone there. I mean, we have to hopefully Belotti's injury is not too severe I hope not. I'm not going to talk to the press. I just want to see how badly Belotti's injury is. Was it a tight groin? 1 to 2 days. So he actually should be fit to play against Lazio, which is big relief. While we are waiting to get into the next game, I just want to quickly say thank you so much for the support you've shown on the first 3 episodes of the series. You guys seem to be really enjoying it, and it's great. I'm really loving the fact that it's had such a good reception already. I did an interview recently with Mr. Diz for his Scouting Centre series, and I spoke about why wanting to get more into doing YouTube content for this year. I'll leave a link for that in the description if you want to hear me talk about that, amongst many other things to do with content creation, because it was a good chat with Diz, and if you've got a spare hour, maybe something to listen to whilst you're working or whatever, definitely check it out. There'll be a little exclamation mark like up there somewhere, so for you to click straight through to it, because I'm efficient like that. Right then, we travel to Lazio while Juventus, who are above us in the table, are home to Roma. So hopefully there's a bit of hopefully they can drop points in that one, and that'll give us the opportunity to leapfrog them. But I can, if early signs are everything to go by, I can see this being a very tightly close run title fight between us and Juventus this season. Right then, the lineup is as you would expect. Van der Beek, Sensi, and Barella, and Dumfries and Bastoni all come back in, as does Skriniar as well. Can't forget about him. As we stick with our usual shape, usual system, and hopefully it's enough to get past Lazio. And I want revenge for what I did to me the other night. Again, twitch.tv/m_breezy. Come check it out. Right, Lazio come onto the back of this one then, off the back of 3 straight draws. And obviously we are one of the more informed sides in the division, so hopefully we can use that to our advantage and really take the game to them and make it a comfortable afternoon for the boys in blue. By blue I mean dark blue, because they also play in blue technically as well. As the cross comes in, Dzeko at the back post trying to knock it down for Belotti, who is unable to get there. Only Immobile already seems quite isolated for Lazio, so hopefully against our 3 centre-backs that will give us a big advantage there. As Van der Beek goes for the header, Lucas Leiva just about heads it away. He comes back to Dumfries though, back in, Van der Beek again. Oh, it's hit the post. I'm not sure if the goalkeeper got a touch to it. It's Lucas Leiva just absolutely bullies it into the crowds. I mean, he definitely had time to get it away, but he gives us the call nonetheless. Sensi flies it in. Papetti with the header over the bar. Another highlight comes our way. Sensi all the way back to Skriniar, as we're going to try and build from the back here. Papetti, he's got options to aim for. Goes out wide to Dumfries, into Barella. We've seen him score a couple of long ranges so far this season already, but he gives it back to Denzel Dumfries, who scores his first goal for Inter Milan. It's a lovely finish into the bottom corner. And Lazio at 6s and 7s, and hopefully for us it will be 6 or 7. Yeah, really well worked. Obviously the centre-backs push quite high up, and this lovely little 1-2 between Dumfries and Barella. No one closed him down quick enough. There's a big open gap for him to aim for, and bottom corner, lovely finish from the right wing back. So Lazio down in 10th. They are an average league side this season, so hopefully we can make our dominance count here and get a big win over them. And again, it's all about making statements for the rest of the league, I think. As Belotti picks up from Van der Beek's pass into Sensi, who's been, again, one of my standout players in this team so far this season. I absolutely adore Sensi. He's been magnificent. As Goosen swings it in onto the head of Edin Dzeko, his 9th of the season for the 35-year-old, and it's a lovely header into the bottom corner. The goalkeeper's got no chance, and you have to say, it's just all a bit too easy for Inter Milan here. Lazio are all over the place. That ball from Barella is unbelievable, by the way, to Goosen. I'm not really sure what the right-back is doing there. Who was that? I'm not sure what Lazari was doing at all. He sort of stopped and just let Goossens get to the ball, and then Dzeko wins his header. And easy as that, 2-0. Massive from us, absolutely massive. Half time then, 2-0. Another dominant display from Inter Milan as we are making light work of Lazio here. I think we'll just say to them, look, I'm pleased. Creating loads of chances. Keep it up. More of the same, please, boys. I have to say, we are well over an hour into the second half, and nothing has happened. So I feel like we're very happy to sit on our 2-0 leads, but it's no longer a 2-0 lead. Oh, Marucci? I don't know. He scored for Lazio. Well, I mean, judging off where the whole first half went, it was against the playoffs. We've not really seen a lot in the second half, but it's a simple set piece. Luis Alberto, we know he's deadly from set pieces. Swings it in. He's not really been well picked up there, and it's a simple header into the far top corner. Don't throw this away, lads, please. We get a throw in almost immediately as Barella finds Sensi. Loads of space to work with here. Van der Beek fired. I think he's hit the bloke with a flare. That could be dangerous. Van der Beek's been quite poor, I think. I think Hakan is the guy to bring on in this situation, just try and make it a little bit more creative. Maybe switch to a more balanced approach rather than positive, and just hopefully try and see the game out, really. But what was looking really comfortable is now not looking as comfortable. They've got a throw in over on the far right-hand side, and again, it feels a bit too easy for them as the cross comes in. Oh, I don't believe it. Okay, we need Handanovic to go big here, because it is, there it is. The confirmation is a penalty, and it's that man stepping up for them again. Was he the man who scored against West Ham in my stream? He might well have been. As he steps up, Handanovic makes the save. It's a brilliant save. It's a double save from Handanovic. Come on, that could be massive. I said we needed him to go big, and big he went. That was unbelievable. The first save was good enough, but to get there for the follow-up, Massive from him. Right, we need to change a few things here, I think. Okay, we're going to drop the lines back a little bit more. Going to play at a slightly lower tempo. Try and keep the ball a little bit more, basically. Not run on the defence as much. And yeah, just try and kill the game off. Also, while we're here, we should try and waste a little bit more time as well. With 10 minutes to go, we have got some tired players, especially in the midfield. I think the smart thing to do here would be get Gagliardini on for Sensi and just change the midfield around entirely. Just get fresh legs in the middle of the park to help us try and see the game out. And Belotti is also looking quite tired. I think Satriano is going to come on. Fresh legs up top as well. If we can try and hit him on the counter-attack, that'd be preferable. Let's just see them, if we can, see this game out and seal all 3 points. You have to say fair play to Lazio. They look absolutely knackered, but they fought back really well in the second half. But the missed penalty for them, well, that could be a defining moment in our season more than theirs, really. We got a free kick, but he's taking the time over it. 5 minutes of added on time. I don't know where that's come from. But he's, as you can tell, they're wasting the time for Petty, and we just had to be sensible here. We've got possession, not do anything silly, not give the ball away unnecessarily. As we find Gagliardini, into Dzeko, into Satriano! It's a fantastic finish into the top corner for the youngster. Martin Satriano, his first goal for the club. And, what a moment for the young man. In injury time, we seal the 3 points. And I said, just keep the ball and we'll be absolutely fine. And we've done better than that. We've actually scored a goal as well. Lovely touch from Gagliardini. And this link-up from Dzeko, the layoff into Satriano, and the finish from him. Absolutely superb. Maybe we don't need a striker after all in January. Maybe this man is going to have to be our fourth choice. Full time at Lazio, 3-1 to Inter Milan. It was looking ropey there in the second half, but we got the job done eventually. As you can see, Lazio much better in the second half. I think that massive XG spike there is for the penalty. But man, that could have gone so differently. Thank God for Handanovic making that double save. And we owe that win to him as much as we do Satriano for getting the ceiling goal. Nice one, boys. Delighted with that. But we are now top of the league. We're going to sim forward a little bit and see if Juventus could get the win against Roma. They did. It was so comfortable as well. 3-1. No, well, 3-1 matching our scoreline. Juventus are such a problem for us this season. Okay, I think what we're going to do is, depending on how the result against Liverpool goes and how the group's standing, we might come back for Cagliari and Salzburg. But I think if we get a result against Liverpool, I think we'll just progress forward until after the winter break and the start of January, basically, and then we can start looking at what improvements can be made to the team. But yeah, I think that sounds like a plan. Obviously, again, I mentioned earlier, make sure to follow me on Twitter, and I've got a Discord server as well, which I'll leave a link to in the description. You should join that because I'll be posting a few updates / spoilers in there. But that, folks, is where we're going to leave it for today. Thank you so much again for watching, and remember, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and like the video. And like I mentioned earlier, get in the comment section. I'm thinking about trying to bring in like a young wonder-kid type striker to add bolster the squad in January. Let me know who you think we should take a look at, and I'll make sure we get them scouted and into consideration. But until the next episode, which will be out sometime next week, I will see you then. Take care of yourselves, and yeah, Forza Inter, top of the league, technically, but not. Juventus are a problem.